Your NCX rate determines if Amazon suppresses your listing, and today we're going to break down exactly how to understand the NCX, also called the voice of the customer dashboard. And then here it is pretty much, it's under performance. You can access your dashboard and it's going to tell you what your customers pretty much think about your product utilizing Amazon's data. Now to access this in Seller Central, you're going to go in the top left-hand corner, and then you're going to go down under performance, and then you're going to see voice of the customer right here. So you're going to click on that, and then it's going to take you to this page where you can actually see all of your listings, if any are very poor, fair, good, or excellent. Obviously, you want all of your listings to be an excellent. If they calculate that your NCX rate isn't good, what they're going to do is obviously put your listing in the poor or very poor area, which usually is determined by how many returns you have, and then they're going to shut off your listing. And you don't want that to happen at all. Now, they do have an equation. Now, let's get to the equation. So this is the formula on how they pretty much determine your NCX rate. They look at your returns and your refunds plus your one-star reviews divided by the total orders. So they kind of have this down pat to determine if your NCX rate is good or if your NCX rate is bad. So you can definitely check that out at the end of the day. But if we go back, what we can do is also see the information on our NCX rate percentage. What we want to do is potentially keep this below 5%, right? And then any NCX orders, total orders, star ratings. It also shows you your return rate. So this is an easy and fast way to see your return rate on Amazon. And we can see it's below 1%. This one's not available because it probably has no returns. And then any of the big complaint reasons. So this will say pretty much why your product is not doing good. You can also click on See Details. And it's going to show you different details about your product, like your F and SKU, short-term return rate, if you have a return badge displayed, which is very bad. So a return badge pretty much says this item is returned frequently. You definitely don't want that badge, because then customers are going to be like, "Ooh, I don't want to do that." And you can kind of see some metrics on the NCX rate and how it was bad, and then it completely dropped to 0%. So we did have some issues at one point, and we almost got to that 5%, and we want to keep this as low as possible. You'll also be able to see any reviews, any returns, and sometimes it even shows you the customer orders and exactly what they said when they ordered the product, what they did, what they said when they contacted Amazon, and then also if they returned the product, what they said when they typed in the box on the return. So it gives you a lot of information, and pretty much the goal is just try to keep your NCX rate low, or else Amazon's going to automatically shut down your listing. And a lot of the times it's because they receive it when it's defective or damaged. So if you ship out an item, let's say it's 10 of those balls, and 100 of them are damaged, but the other 900 aren't, that's still a very big NCX rating. So Amazon's automatically going to use the equation that I just showed you, shut down your listing, and that's not what you want. There's also inaccurate description. All you have to do is edit your listing, tell Amazon you fixed it, and then it's going to come back up. But you definitely want to make sure everything is crystal clear on your listing. And you want to just check out this dashboard if you haven't already seen it, right? Another one, obviously, reducing damage. This is going to be the easiest one to fix, but this is one that usually impacts most sellers. And then you want to close the expectation gap. This one, again, is most common. So you pretty much make a big promise and you overpromise. The customer buys it and they're like, this is kind of basic. They return it and they tell Amazon, this is pretty basic, definitely doesn't live up to expectations mentioned in the listing. And you don't want that. It really depends on the customer, what they say and what they click on when they return it. If they say item is defective and 5 people say that over and over and over again within 1 week for one product, it's going to look bad to Amazon, and Amazon may send you a warning or automatically shut off your listing, which does happen from time to time. So making sure you have as many photos as possible, it's extremely accurate. You're not just using 3D images, will help you get ahead of the NCX rate. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell. There's nothing much more to this. It's just about checking on this about every 7 to 14 days and making sure your NCX rate is good to go and just analyzing your return rate as well. But if you did need help on Amazon, I do recommend to improve your NCX rate to get a free listing audit. Now, the link's right in the description, and you can actually just fill this out. We'll give you a free listing audit and be like, hey, look, this is what your listing needs because it's confusing customers here. This is how you increase your sales. Your top competitor is doing this. You need to improve your first image. So it's just small changes that make the biggest difference in improving the voice of the customer, also called the NCX rate. But that's it for today's video. Let me know if you learned something new. And if you want me to make another video that's similar to this, comment below. I'm happy to make any Amazon or e-commerce video. I'm Josh Hackett, CEO of VHP Consulting Group, signing out.